Welcome to another Wimbledon channel video looking at the ancient city of Athens. Today we're going to be talking about Piraeus. Piraeus was an ancient Athenian port city. It held three natural harbours, Kantharos, Zea and Munichia. Pretty sure none of those are pronounced right. Pictured here you can see where each of these harbours was situated. Here's a close-up of Kantharos taken from the ancientgreece.org site, showing some of the different fortifications and existing walls that were put in during the time of Themistocles. Kantharos was large enough to be both a commercial hub and used for military purposes. It ended up containing shipping offices, warehouses, brothels, shipyards and banks. The much smaller natural harbours of Zea and Munichia were only used for military purposes. And when I say military use, I'm only talking about two things. Kantharos had shipyards for building triremes ships, and also some ship sheds for housing ships. Shipyards were crucial for building the fleet of triremes that ensured Athens had its power on the seas that it needed so much. They built triremes, which were quite different to most other ships during that time. It didn't use sail power in any way. It had three sets of oars, and they had a hardened ram at the front of the ship, and they used their better maneuverability of the oars to literally ram other ships. But unlike a sailing ship that you can just anchor out in the harbour, you're not going to just make these guys continually oar 24/7. So the Athenians had ship sheds. These were large sheds, 40 metres by 6 metres, with a 1:10 sloped ratio, so you could pull or drag the trireme up into the shed. The roof kept off the worst of the weather, and being out of the water stopped the ships getting waterlogged, kept the bad weather off, and also barnacles and shipworms as well. So this is an artist's rendition of what Piraeus may have looked like. You can see there the ship sheds around on both of the smaller natural harbours, and then part of Corinthos being used as a ship shed, with ship sheds and also the commercial side there as well. The Athenians also built a wall all the way around Athens and the Piraeus, connected up. So a north long wall and a south long wall. They're called the long walls. To this, they eventually added another wall running from the city down to Phalerum, which gave them good farming land, which was protected by city walls, as well as a corridor that didn't get in the way of the farming land. This allowed the city to break any siege from a land force because they could resupply themselves from their harbour and with their much more powerful navy. And this is what happened during the Peloponnesian War. So that's Piraeus. Any questions? Feel free to comment below. If you found this video helpful, you might want to check out some of the other videos on Wimbledon channel, or perhaps subscribe by clicking on the buttons above. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.